A couple of years ago, I broke my left heel, and that led me to create a class called Yoga for Leg Injury, which happened to be liked by many of you who also had an injury. So today we're gonna be doing a rehab session. So any of you that may have had a cast for a period of time and you just taken your cast out a couple of days ago and you're working on your rehab, this session is perfect for you. We're going to be working on mobilization of the ankles. We're going to be working on building back some strength and some stability on the area. If you have with you an elastic band, that's going to be extremely helpful. If you don't, you could be using a towel, but think that an elastic band will give you that extra resistance, but without immobilizing the movement when you're pressing and releasing with your foot. And if you do have a tennis ball or any sort of ball with you, that will also be helpful for today's session. So we're gonna begin in our seated position, making sure the spine is long, shoulders gently back, and slowly close your eyes. Start breathing naturally through the belly and the nose. Observing your breath and observing any sensations that may arise in the body. Observe if there is any area of tension, of discomfort. And as you breathe, try see if you can let go of that tension, if you can release that discomfort, making it less present, allowing it to go away. Try to feel aware of your whole body and prepare mentally for your practice. Slowly open your eyes. We're going to begin from our seated position, placing the right foot on top of the left knee. If you feel this is very hard for you, you may have a very stiff hip. That's fine. You can extend your left leg and then place the right foot on top of the left thigh. Regardless if your knee is high or low, we're going to grab with our left hand the right foot. You can either grab the whole foot, or if you want to find some opening onto the toes, try to place the fingers in between the space of the toes. Grab the top of the foot with the hand, and very slowly we're going to start working on full mobilization through the foot. Try not to rush it here. This may be just after a couple of days of taking the cast away, or maybe you have any minor injury in the foot and you haven't been moving it for a little bit. So start with slow and gentle movements. If there is any tension or discomfort, try to make sure you understand if it's actually pain or it's just stiffness, and try to act accordingly. Switch to the other direction. Very good. Great. Slowly when you're ready, Switch hands. So with your right hand, grab the right toes and gently pull the foot towards you. So you're flexing the foot, and we're going to place the fingers, the thumb and the index finger, by the space in between the Achilles, right on top of the heel, and we're going to gently do a mini massage by reaching and then gently pulling back, very gently, just to start seeing if there is any stiffness on the area, if we feel any discomfort, just gently pulling. And before we actually reach the tendon, before we are actually pinching onto it, we release and we go back, gently pressing and pulling back with a lot of care. Try not to use force here. We're just gently kind of massaging the area. Make sure you're not actually pressing onto the tendon, but instead you're moving through the surroundings of it. Great. Slowly release, and we're going to switch to the other side. You probably only had injury on one of your legs, but just in case we have a full immobilization in both the legs, we're going to do it with both legs. And so we can be balancing it out. Of course, on the foot that is 100% okay, you can apply a little bit more forceful movements here on the rotation. Of course, without going super intense, we're just finding a little bit of a warm-up on the area. But this will help you understand the difference between the two. When you're ready, release, pull with the left hand, the left toes, and just as we did before, we're going to gently massage the surrounding area from the ankle on the back, very gently. This will also help you understand if there is any inflammation going on your affected foot or not, by comparing in between the two. Great. Slowly, when you're ready, extend both your legs. If you have difficulty on placing the affected heel on the floor, feel free to use a pillow. Otherwise, without the usage of a pillow, we're going to grab our elastic band, place it first on the right foot, which in this case will act as my affected foot. Pull until you feel it's enough for you. Then act a little bit of force. I'm going to bend my knee so you can see it a little bit better. Flex actively your foot until you find your maximum range. And then we're going to start working on full pointing and flexing. So take a deep breath in on the flexion. Exhale, press forward. Inhale, gently pull. Exhale, push. Inhale, flex. Exhale, press. Inhale, flex. Exhale, press. Let's do two more. Flex. Press. Great. Flex. And press. Perfect. Slowly release the band. So we were applying force. Now we're going to work without the force, just full activation of the muscles. You can grab the leg gently with both the hands. So then you're lifting the foot. We're going to flex on the inhale. Try to point as much as possible on the exhale. Of course, we don't want to feel pain. Maybe a little bit of stiffness. Inhale for flexion. Exhale, we point. Inhale, flex. Exhale, point. Inhale, flex. Exhale, point. Two more. Inhale. Exhale. Last one, inhale. And exhale. Perfect. Slowly release. Switch legs. Now, this in my case is the foot that is alright, that didn't have the injury. So we're going to gently pull. Maybe here you can use a little bit more force on the pull. And again, we exhale to push. Inhale, we pull. Exhale, we push. Inhale, we pull. Exhale, we push. Inhale, we flex. Exhale, we push. Inhale, we flex. Let's do two more. We push. Inhale, we flex. Last one. Push. And flex. Perfect. Slowly let go of the band. Grab with both hands the back of the leg. Lift the foot. Take a deep inhale. Flex. Exhale, point. Inhale, flex. Exhale, point. Inhale, flex. Exhale, point. Inhale, flex. Exhale, point. Let's do two more. Inhale, flex. Exhale, point. One more, flex. And point. Perfect. Slowly release. Extend the legs. Shake the legs a little bit. Up and down, side to side to release any tension that there may be. And slowly we're going to cross the legs, lean forward, or however feels best for you, we're going to come into our tabletop position. We're going to start by extending the right leg, in this case, my affected leg. Exhale, place the foot outside of the right hand. Okay? Try to make sure you're using strength on the arms to make sure the pressure doesn't go all the way to the foot. If you need to use blocks or books for your hands, so then you have more leverage to push, so it's less pressure on the foot, feel free to do that. And we're going to start gently moving back and forth. Focus on the exhale going forward. On the inhale, come back. Exhale, gently go forward until you feel any sort of pressure, and inhale, come back. As you start progressing, as you start feeling more comfortable, you'll be able to deepen the angle of your leaning. Make sure you're using the exhale to find depth and the inhale to come back. Let's do two more. Very good. Great. Slowly, when you're ready, maybe come onto the fingertips. Feel free to flex the back foot. Maybe if you have a block, use a block. In my case, I'm going to use here the sofa. If you feel you need to take off pressure, you need to take off weight, use more pressure, more strength on the arm. pushing onto the sofa. If you feel that's okay, you can potentially place the hands on your thigh. This will add more weight, more pressure onto the foot. Take a deep inhale. Exhale, go forward. Maybe hand on the sofa. If that happens, opposite hand on the hip. Exhale to go forward with the knee until you feel it's enough for your ankle. Then inhale to come back. If this feels okay with the sofa and you want to add more weight, more pressure, hands go onto the thigh, close to the knee. Not directly on the knee, just behind the knee. Inhale, push back. Try to use the strength of the leg when you're pushing back. Exhale, go forward. Still maintain pressure, still maintain activation. Then inhale, push back. Exhale, go forward. Inhale, push back. If you feel you're not having the flexibility, you can always go farther forward with the back knee. Go forward again. Come back. Great, last one. Go forward until you feel it's enough for you and hold. For 3. 2. Use the toes to push into the floor to help you stay active. And 1. Great. Slowly when you're ready. Take a moment here. Breathe. And then we're going to grab our tennis ball, place it onto the heel. Underneath the heel, more towards the space at the end of the heel when it starts the center of the foot. We're going to bring again one hand to the sofa, maybe hands by the hips. Try to lift the heel slightly higher than the ball, or put no pressure or not weight onto the ball, and then allow the heel to drop. Inhale, lift. Exhale, drop, press down. Inhale, try to lift. Exhale, press down. Inhale, try to lift. Exhale, press down. Inhale, try to lift. Exhale, press down. Perfect. Slowly take the ball away. We try to repeat with full range. Inhale, lift. Exhale, slowly down. Inhale, lift. Exhale, slowly down. Good. Inhale, lift. Exhale, slowly down. Inhale, lift. Exhale, slowly down. Perfect. Let's do 2 more. Inhale up. Exhale, down. Last one, we hold. For 3, we lift. 2, 1, and slowly down. Very good. Slowly when you're ready. Step the leg back and switch. Great. First we start with the mobilization, going back and forth. This is acting as the leg that wasn't affected, so you can go a little bit deeper with the movements. You can go a little bit faster as well. Great. Slowly when you're ready, maybe again using the sofa, maybe without it, we start going again forward and back. Trying to understand what is the maximum range on the foot that wasn't affected, to understand the difference on range. If you feel the affected foot when flexed, the back foot is too much, Feel free to keep it in a resting position, pointing. But if you feel flexing is good, it's not creating any pressure that is too much, then feel free to keep it flexed a little bit. Great. Slowly adding the ball onto the space underneath the heel. Inhale to lift. Exhale to press. Inhale to lift. Exhale to press. Good. Inhale to lift. Exhale to press. Inhale to lift. Exhale to press. Slowly take the ball away. Same thing, inhale up. Exhale down slowly. Good. Inhale up. Exhale down. Great. Inhale up. Exhale down. Good. Inhale up. Exhale down. Let's do 2 more. Inhale up. Exhale down. Last one, lift, holding at the top for 3, 2, and 1. Slowly release. Step back, coming into your tabletop position. And we're going to start moving towards a squat. If you need something underneath the affected heel, or maybe both heels, feel free to place books or blocks underneath. But we're going to start coming from our tabletop, lean back into our sort of child's pose, but with both feet flexed, gently pressing with the hands. Make sure, of course, there's no discomfort that feels too much on the affected foot, and gently press back. Here you're already stretching up the ankles. You're starting to find that full flexion with pressure. But at the same time, you have the possibility, if it feels too much, to lower the knees down or to send more weight forward to the hands. Great. Slowly, if you feel okay, walk the hands slightly back, put a little bit more pressure, sending the weight back towards the heels. If this feels okay, step the hands closer to you, push a bit more. If this feels okay, push a bit more. And here you will also feel you're almost in a squat, but with the hands onto the floor. And if that feels comfortable here, then you can press a little more, push. It may feel that as you're sending the weight too farther back, you need to bring one hand or both hands back. That's okay. That will alleviate some of the weight, some of the pressure. Maybe you can keep the hands forward. Maybe the heels are lifted. Maybe the heels are able to ground. And if you're comfortable here, you don't feel too much pressure on the ankle, you feel it's okay. We're breathing. Maybe we're able to take the hands off. Maybe we're able to come into our full malasana, our full yogic squat. So try to assess how's your body feeling at the moment, how's your ankle feeling. It's possible that after all of these exercises, these positions, you may feel the area is tired, especially if you just taken the cast or you stopped the immobilization just a couple of days ago. And as you're developing in your rehab, you'll feel more and more comfortable. If you feel comfortable here, you can gently move side to side to start adding some pressure and then taking that pressure away. Gently moving in your malasana. You can always have the hands close to the floor or on the floor to make sure if there's something that feels too much, you have the chance to release, maybe one hand back, one hand forward, or both hands back to take off pressure. So try to be safe and feel comfortable in the position. And after staying in your malasana, in your squat for a few breaths, send both hands back, and with the help of the hands, sit down onto the floor. Feel free to either extend or cross the legs into any position that feels comfortable. Make sure your spine is long, shoulders are gently back. And take a moment here to observe. How's the body feeling? How's the area that was affected feeling right now? And if there's any pleasant sensation, any positive feeling coming in, see if you can consciously maintain that feeling, that sensation for the rest of the day. Slowly bring the hands together in front of the chest. Relax the neck, bring the thumbs towards the third eye. In gratitude, giving thanks to yourself for being able to move today to work on your rehab. And slowly open your eyes. Thank you so much for sharing your practice today. I hope you enjoyed the session. If you enjoyed the class, click on the like button. Consider subscribing to the channel, as that really helps me to keep creating more classes for you. Thank you so much again, and I'll see you on the next one. Namaste.